Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy... saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Monarchs want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Got his man quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watch film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Sherman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to...
Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Second down coming up.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Find some fresh air. It's a running room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He'll set up to throw. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Monarchs.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia Southern's offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Nah, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown...
There he goes to the left. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. The Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
That's caught. It's Fox. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Now that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires left. That's caught. It's Sherman. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to pass. It's Carpenter. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Back to pass. Oh, better look out! And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Finding an escape route. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
To the air, it's Bryant. Works the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tosses it incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Fires on the move. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Monarchs headed quickly to the line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Handoff from the gun. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Monarchs are rolling down the field.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
To the air, it's Carpenter. Gets it to the back. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. The give to the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking for a gap. It's Lee. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Caught over the middle. It's Ware.
This guy is lightning fast. You see him come out of the break on the slant. QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Lost to throw again. Working that wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a 1st down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Georgia Southern in a hurry. To the air, it's Bryant. The screen, he can go. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity.
Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Carpenter. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Swings it out to his running back. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, ODU.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Makes the catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Ware. tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
The Monarchs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ware. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's McGee. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Bryant. There's the pressure. He'll get rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Got the quick completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. For these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Carpenter. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Goodwin. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Blake. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He leaves it with his back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's hooked. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. To the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to keep it in the air. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop it.
And the Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the second... And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. There he goes. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point in the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Eagles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the move, it's McGee. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today in Happy Valley. They're up by 6 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's
turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Give to the fullback. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Unloads it left. Lost, the defense is wide open. Speeding down the left side. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Peoples. Just plowing ahead. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Slings it downfield. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. The Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to